One of the biggest mindset shifts that I did 3 years ago now that completely changed my weightlifting forever. I was able to add 40 kilos to my total. I was able to completely transform my physique, and I was able to pretty much like 15 to 20x my income just thanks to this very little but still extremely important mindset shift that I made. When I started lifting, coaches and athletes will always tell me, "Oh, but your physique doesn't truly matter as a weightlifter, right?" You will see like guys like Ilya Ilin, right? He's one of the best of all times with pretty much of a shitty physique. He was lifting he was lifting world record weights, right? He was one of the best in the history. Who else? You will see guys like Kanush Rostami or Sorab Muradi, which all Olympic champions with big bellies and and they were not even super heavyweights. They will weigh like 90 kilos, 95 kilos, and they will still have like big bellies. You will be like, oh, your physique doesn't truly matter. And I kind of, applied that advice. My physique never truly mattered to me. I was just fully focused on lifting more weight. That was my main focus for over pretty much 5 to 6 years, right? Until I think it was in 2023, I had like the biggest breakup of my whole entire life. And, I was just like super focused on weightlifting, all of those things. And my physique looked like this. I was chubby, I was low energy, I was low testosterone, low motivation. And don't get me wrong, I will still work 10 hours every single day as an in-person coach, building my business, training 2 times per day, all of those things. Like I was still like super focused and doing my stuff, but still like I will wake up with no energy, no real motivation, no real drive, right? I will just rely on pure discipline, right? And if right now, like you've already built the business or you already have, your dream job or you're close to having your dream job, you don't have a discipline problem, right? It's not really a discipline problem that you have that is keeping you from actually having a breakthrough with lifting and adding 40, 50 kilos to your total. The biggest mindset shift I made was my physique does matter as a weightlifter, and I'm going to explain why. Your physique is a perfect indicator of your health, of, your discipline with your nutrition, your discipline with your accessories, and your testosterone levels, obviously, if you're a male, right? And so once I made that little shift, my physique does matter. Here's my transformation. Physique transformation, absolutely insane. Confidence through the roof. Energy through the roof. Testosterone through the roof. What happened to my lifts? I went from being stuck at 140 kilos for over 2 years. 2 years stuck at the same weights, 140 and 167, right? To 160 kilo snatch plus 20 on my snatch, right? And 167 to 185 kilo clean jerk plus 18 on my clean jerk. Completely changed my life. And my business, I was able to go from, having an in-person job, all of those things, in-person coaching job, making 4 or 5K a month, to having weeks where I make over $10,000, right? This was back when I was 18 years old, guys. This is not me now, right? So that was the transformation that I was able to make at the age of 18 years old just by changing one little mindset, one little thought that I had that, oh, your physique doesn't matter as a weightlifter. Your physique does matter because it's the indicator. It's a perfect indicator of where you're at. One of the biggest limiting beliefs of most weightlifters is if I have a nice physique, if I become leaner, if I lose 10 pounds of fat, I'm gonna get weaker. I'm not gonna be able to maintain my strength, right? Let me tell you, this is absolutely untrue. This is false, right? Your 10 pounds of fat don't serve to absolutely anything apart from lowering your testosterone, lowering your recovery, and lowering your energy. That's pretty much what it serves. Your extra fast food on the weekends and your Netflix binge eating on weekends isn't adding 5 kilos to your snatch, okay? So let's throw that out of the window of, oh, if I lose 10 pounds of fat, I'm going to snatch less and clean and drink less. Bullshit. Absolute bullshit. Because let's be honest, if you were high testosterone, high energy, right? You were looking good, feeling confident, feeling strong, won't you improve your weightlifting and also improve, your revenue? Absolutely, you will improve your revenue. It doesn't matter if you're in sales or if you have like, a normal job, a desk job, right? You will have more energy, more motivation, more drive, which you will eventually get a promotion. Or maybe even not. Maybe for you, it's not really about the money. It's more about, your relationships, the relationship you have with your wife, the example you set to your kids, right? And so if you actually do it correctly, you actually lose those 10 pounds of fat or 15 pounds of fat that you have, and you build your physique. Not only will you improve your weightlifting, you will also improve your life overall, your relationships, your business or your job, your energy levels, testosterone levels, everything, right? And that was the biggest shift that I've ever made. And guys, like the output was insane. In the span of a year, I completely changed my life at the age of 18 years old, right? And this doesn't require a college degree. This doesn't require a PhD in science. This doesn't require you to have 140 IQ. All it requires you is one decision. It's one decision. I'm going to stick to my diet and I'm going to do my accessories and I'm going to invest in a coach that actually guides me with this. That's the only decision you need to make. Once you invest into a coach that actually gives you everything you need to transform your physique, your life, and your weightlifting, your whole entire life, I promise, will change forever. It will absolutely change forever. You need someone to guide you. And the step number 1 is to invest in a coach. Step number 2 is to clean up your diet. And step number 3 is to have the perfect accessory blueprint, recovery blueprint, and your weightlifting, training system. It's extremely important because a lot of you're training 5-6 times per week. And let me tell you, like, you're overtraining because you have like a full-time job or you have a business that you work 8 to 10 hours every single day. You cannot be training that much and you're doing a generic training plan that is absolute BS, right? We've already talked about that in multiple YouTube videos, right? So once you actually invest into a coach that helps you with this, your life will completely change. So if you actually are serious about this, click the link down below and book a one-on-one qualification call with me, and I will see if you're a good fit to join 322 2.0. Right? Because the 1.0 version of 322 method was to help you improve your weightlifting. Now the 2.0 version is going to also help you not only transform your weightlifting, but completely transform your life, your energy levels, your routines, your physique, your testosterone levels, if you're a male, all of those things. So click the link down below and I'll see you on the call.